I didn't think this would ever happen, but Chris Algieri, my co-host at Pro Box TV, made a good point today. He said, "I don't see that fight happening. I think they just signed it just to make people talk." You think? He goes, "I think Jake's gonna wind up pulling out or something." He goes. Joshua has a fight scheduled against the Glory heavyweight kickboxing champion on February 14th. In boxing, I forgot the guy's name. He's a Dutch guy. This could be just a sparring session on the way there. He goes, but I don't see. He goes, honestly, I don't see Jay actually doing it. This would be crazy. So you know what? I hope it's not a cock tease. I hope that it's
If
at least.
it's not, let's go. If it's not, what happens? Because you're talking to me on the phone the other day.
I can't see nothing else but a stoppage win for AJ. It's actually, if I'm really honest, if I'm really gonna be brutally honest, it's actually the kind of fight where I can't believe any commission would even allow it. To tell you the truth, if I'm really honest, so it's good. That's typically commissions are very strict about matchups and you know the kind of fights they allow you to put together and for safety reasons and hazardous reasons and whatnot. So this is the kind of fight that actually surprised me they would even allow it. But I know Florida is a bit of more flexible commission than our stricter commissions like California, Nevada, Texas, and New York. But those are probably the big four. But Florida has its share of pretty big cards since COVID, So Florida's an ascending commission, and the fact they allowed it is interesting. But you know what? It's something I got to think about. Will the fight actually go through? Because yeah, you can't see anything but a knockout. I was looking at the odds. I've actually already put in my AJ bets, and I've already on parlays, and I actually have two parlays that I've already cleaned up on that are ending with AJ wins. One of them is AJ by knockout, and one of them is AJ on money line. But he's closing out a couple of parlays for me. I'll probably add a couple more on the way there. But we'll see if the fight happens. We'll see. I would like to probably bet, like, take out cash on all my houses and just bet everything on AJ. But I don't. Being that we live in a world where I don't trust anything, I wouldn't be able to do that because there's no shot if this is a real deal thing that AJ doesn't do anything but knock out Jake Paul. But because because I don't trust anything and we live in a weird world where things get weird. Like you see by the way, speak of the real world. Did you see the Browns on Sunday? The guy punted from the 29-yard line and kept the game under. Did you see that? It's going viral. Have
No,
you
I
ever
didn't
seen
see that.
anybody? Have you ever seen anybody punt?
I've been seeing a lot of like NBA players and MLB players getting rolled
Well, the
for
NBA players
gambling.
actually got arrested and all that
Yeah.
other shit. That actually came out. But
And the MLB. I didn't see the Browns. I mean, the Browns suck.
didn't
So,
but forget that, though.
The
The
Browns
over under
sucking.
was 36 and a half. The score was 24-10. They're on the opposing 29. They can just kick a field goal. They punted. The only time you will never in your life see they were on the opposing 29. They're in field goal range.
Yeah,
They
no,
punted. They punted and kept the game under.
I've never heard you talk about recent football before. So
No,
this is
no,
one
because
of the
I don't
first
watch
time I've ever.
football. This is one of the reasons why I don't watch football. But I watch old school football. Once they change the game between the hits turning very effeminate and then this gambling stuff. I mean, who wants to watch
I
this
mean,
crap? I
but
barely watch
you
Super
just
Bowl.
watched
The only
you
reason
just
I watch
watched the
Super Bowl is because
Browns.
they get invited to Super Bowl parties. Otherwise, I wouldn't even watch that. But
But you said
but
you just watched the Browns this past weekend.
no, I saw it.
You
The
saw a
post
clip.
go viral. So I've
Okay,
asked a couple
okay,
of people, and they're like, "Yeah, that really happened." I'm like,
okay,
"Yeah."
okay. I gotta look
I mean,
into that. I didn't see that.
You see the highlight. The guy's punting from the opposing 29-yard line. That's a first in history. Who punts from the opposing 29-yard line? You're in clear field goal range. You know what I mean? Dude, they hit kickers
Well, I
today.
mean,
Kickers today kick 60-yard field goals. That's a 45-yarder.
you know
You know
way more about football than I thought.
Anyway, anyway, that was a field goal even in
Awesome
my day, let
NFL
alone in
fan.
today's kickers where they're even stronger. Anyway,
Yeah.
regardless, what I'm saying is that
Anything can happen. Yeah.
not that anything can happen. They set anything up to happen, God forbid, and then the joke is on me if I
Yeah.
bet $500,000 on AJ, thinking that it's a joke and it's an easy win, and then the joke's on me. So no, I cannot unfortunately do that because you cannot trust this crap.
What last question? We'll round it out with this. Just if Jake Paul knocks out Anthony Joshua, will it be the biggest upset in boxing history? That's either legitimate. These guys are going at it, and let's say he catches him slipping, like it looks legit. I'm grabbing for the moon here.
If my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle. If 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 my if you took out the engines off my motorcycles back in the day, they would have been a bicycle. If Jake Paul knocks out Anthony Joshua, it would be an upset. None of those three things will ever happen, ever.